When we think of a genius in anime, we think of this. A super high IQ, the ability to solve complex problems in a flash, an encyclopedic knowledge of science, or a masterful grasp of logic. We put them in a box labeled smart guy. And for most characters, that box fits perfectly. And then there is him. For years, the anime community has tried to put Kiyotaka Ayanokoji into that same box. People debate his IQ, they compare his test scores to Light Yagami's, they see him as the ultimate smart guy. But what if I told you that's completely wrong? What if his true power isn't his intellect at all? What if his genius is something far more fundamental and far more terrifyingly effective? Today, we deconstruct the Ayanokoji misconception. This isn't a story about a smart student. This is the story of a puppet master who views the entire world as his stage. The fundamental error people make is seeing Ayanokoji as a player in the game of his school. He is not a player. He is the one who designs the game itself. A genius like L or Senku uses their intellect to find the best possible move within the established rules. Ayanokoji uses his skills to rewrite the rules, manipulate the other players, and control the outcome before the first move is even made. This mastery is built on 3 dark pillars. Pillar 1, the chessboard worldview. The first pillar is his perception of people. To Ayanokoji, people are not friends, rivals, or classmates. They are assets. They are resources. They are pieces on a chessboard. He doesn't see Horikita as a person. He sees her as a public face, a tool he can use to execute his plans without revealing his own involvement. He doesn't see Kushida as an enemy. He sees her as an unstable pawn, a dangerous but useful piece he can manipulate through her own secrets. This cold, detached worldview allows him to make decisions no normal person could. He isn't held back by loyalty, affection, or morality. His only question is, what is this person's function? How can their strengths be used, and how can their weaknesses be exploited to achieve my objective? This is why he seems so inhuman. He's playing an entirely different game. Pillar 2. The monopoly on information. The second pillar of his power is his absolute control over the most valuable resource in any system: information. Ayanokoji operates like a central intelligence agency. He dedicates his energy to gathering data from every possible source, learning the secrets, desires, and fears of every key player. But crucially, he shares almost nothing himself. He creates a deliberate information imbalance. He knows everything about everyone, and they know almost nothing about him. This allows him to set flawless traps. In the island exam, he didn't win by being the strongest or the smartest. He won because he knew the rules better than anyone. He knew what the other classes were planning, and he knew exactly which student to target to steal the victory at the last possible second. He controlled the flow of information, and therefore he controlled reality. Pillar 3. The weaponization of emotion. This is the final, most terrifying pillar. Ayanokoji understands that humans are not rational creatures. They are driven by emotion, and he treats emotion not as a human experience but as a set of levers to be pulled. He doesn't convince people with logic. He manipulates them through their fear, their pride, their desire for acceptance, and their love. His relationship with Kei Karuizawa is the ultimate masterclass in this. He didn't earn her loyalty with kindness. He engineered it. He pushed her to her breaking point, allowed her to be bullied, and then saved her, positioning himself as the only person who could protect her. He doesn't just predict what people will do. He creates the emotional conditions that force them to act exactly as he wants them to. He doesn't react to the emotional state of others. He creates it. Conclusion. The man behind the curtain. The chessboard worldview. The monopoly on information. The weaponization of emotion. This is why comparing Ayanokoji's IQ to other characters is a meaningless exercise. It's like trying to compare the speed of a chess grandmaster's hand to a sprinter's feet. They aren't even competing in the same sport. His genius is not in finding the right answer. It is in creating a situation where the answer he wants is the only possible outcome. He is the ultimate man behind the curtain, a quiet, unassuming student who is, in reality, pulling all the strings. And that is a level of strategic mastery that is far more profound and far more terrifying than simply being smart.